saw some ASL applause. Thank you. Yeah, sweet and gorgeous one, right? I'm going to put that one in the chat for everybody. That was a song called Run by Jocelyn Mackenzie Arlington, whose band Pearl and the Beard played here a long, long time ago. One of the other members, Emily Hope Price, was another fabulous cellist who played here some time ago. Got some real awesome cello coming for you in the second set. Welcome back, everyone who were in your breakout rooms. I hope somewhere in there was some good connection. And we'll give a second for everyone else to show up. Where are we at? 10 more seconds, then we can start for real. All right. Think we're all here, just about. No, people keep showing up. Hi, Jennifer. Hi, Amy. Oh, nice to see you all here. Okay, so I will now say welcome again to some of you. I'm going to try to be conscious of that which I use entirely too often when I look at the recording of this. I can play the guessing game of how many times I've said it. Thank you again for being here. 10 or 11 already. Thank you for being here wherever you are. We've got people in many parts of the globe and also just a couple blocks away. Honored to be able to host, facilitate, welcome you guys into a space where this little conduit will connect you to 3 very special spaces, 2 in Philadelphia, well, 1 outside of the city, 1 in Philadelphia, and 1 in New Orleans with a former Philadelphian friend who is here. Thank you again. Got 3 pretty fabulous sets. Gillian and Spirit have played together in this living room where I am once a long time ago, and Vessna another. So my name is JJ. I'm your host, and I will be first welcoming Gillian, who's a former housemate, actually lived in this house a long time ago. Gillian Grassie, who is splitting her time between Los Angeles and just outside of Philadelphia. So we've got Gillian playing first. What I'm going to do is I'm going to unmute us every once in a while, and you can also unmute yourself by holding the space bar for a second so that we can give a little bit of live feedback and applause to our artists if they want it or if they'll have it, because it's a little weird to play to a screen, like I'm talking to an empty screen right now and it feels awkward already. So I'll shut up now, and I will invite you to unmute all for a second and give a big round of applause to Gillian Grassie. Welcome, Gillian. Yay! Now I need to find Gillian and spotlight Gillian. I'm trying to spotlight Gillian. I see Alicia, which I'm very, but there's Gillian. Hello, hi Alicia. All right, we got it. Okay, I'm now going to mute you all and then give a second to unmute Gillian. All right.
My words are tired, they buckle at the knee, finding all the corners and crashing into things. Whoa, stay a little while and sit with me. We could find a way to talk without speaking. Hold my gaze a little longer. Why else would you bother? I've had the most wretched, awful day. I tell you all about it, but I just wanna sway. Come a little closer. Promise I won't hurt you. How we gonna turn this thing around? I'll take the tiller and you can take the bow. And we'll seek the quiet. Tell me if you find it.
Woo, 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 woo.
Thank you, Jillian.
Yay!
Thank you, guys. So, that was a song called The Knee, off a record I actually recorded live in West Philly at the Woodlands mansion in the Woodlands Cemetery. Beautiful space, beautiful place. And I'm going to play another song actually from that same beautiful session. This is called Quiet Kinda, and it's a little love song. You know the world is full of people who just go peacock in a bag. So many brightly colored feathers, and all they do is preen and squawk. Oh, but the things about you, baby, that first caught my eye, they are the kind of things we'll ever gonna lose their shine. 'Cause it's a quiet my blessings, 'cause you only get this kind of missing when you've had something really good. And it only takes the thought of you and a smile creeps up, leaves me standing in the street like some kind of charm, leaves me with a melody on my mouth. Just something sweet and simple I can hum to myself. Cause it's a quiet kind of love that makes me count the days. Oh, it's a quiet kind of love I crave. Oh, it's a quiet kind of love, and it's worth the wait. Oh, it's a quiet kind of love, we made.
Woo! Yeah!
Thank you, thank you.
Woo!
So I actually want to play an old song now. I wrote this way back shortly after high school, actually. And at the time, we were at war in Iraq and Afghanistan, and it was shortly after Hurricane Katrina.
Gillian, can I remind you to get real close to that mic when you're in between songs too?
Yeah. Can you guys hear me okay? I'm going to assume so. So it was shortly after Hurricane Katrina, and we were at war in Iraq and Afghanistan. And I read this article in the New York Times about the flooding in Louisiana and the pretty shameful way that we handled that crisis, in particular in regards to African Americans. And the article referenced this pretty horrific situation in another flood in 1927. If you guys know that Randy Newman song, Louisiana 1927, it's about the same flood, but this article referenced an incident where a rescue boat went out to save people and came upon a group of black people, and instead of rescuing them, sang this hit song of the day, Bye Bye Blackbird, in a really hateful moment of spite, and left these people to die. And I was so horrified to read that, and you know, I was a little younger, and it's still shocking, but in the context of everything else, it seems just like another notch in the belt of horrors in our history. And I think there's a lot of really wonderful things about America, and there's a lot that we need to address and look at and acknowledge our shameful parts too. So this song gets into a little bit of that, and it's called Sweet Metallic. Fear tastes like rust sucked inside your mouth, the sweet metallic you can't spit out. We just can't plan for this kind of thing, but what were we expecting? We can't stay, can't leave, can't force the peace. We can't make our gods do anything. Men stand like tall white stones lined in 1,000 tidy rows. See, we dwell in a house of seed. There's no fear here, no love either. But there's a woman sitting there on a hard kitchen chair, scared to death of the knock on her doorway. Don't let him be gone, I can't do this alone. We've got 3 kids, got a family. Oh. What am I but a single girl, armed with just 5 senses in a senseless world? Everybody wants their answers, but getting the question right's what really matters. You know, this used to be our home. It wasn't much, but it was our own, and the waters kept on rising up, and no one came to save us. We heard bye bye blackbird from the edge of a stone. There was pulling away. See, we built ourselves on unity in a land of opportunity and shame, shame, shame. Fear tastes like rust sucked inside your mouth, the sweet metallic you can't spit out.
Thank you.
Thank you. I'm gonna play a song that's not actually released yet anywhere. It's not exactly new, but I haven't put out a record in a while. So it's kind of a little bit inspired by a song called Good Morning Heartache that I love Billie Holiday's version of. But I loved the idea in that song of personifying an emotion and talking to it sort of across the kitchen table. And this is my vastly inferior stab at that concept. And it's called Sadness. Sadness is a house guest that just won't go home. I'm wine drunk and tired, and sad won't shut up. Say, what were you thinking? What have you done? How is it sleeping all on your own? And I say thank you for asking, but I wouldn't know. You never leave me alone. Say who invited you to this pity party? Sad says, but we're old friends. You made me a key. So sad just comes in and surveys all my things, and I say, sad, don't you dare touch anything. And sad says, aren't those just boxes of books you won't read? What's all this stuff that you've been collecting? I knew there were some things that I couldn't pack and expect not to change until I got back. But love was a secret that just kinda slipped out. I thought I had whispered, but it came as a shout. That boy was a battle that I couldn't keep. He might have aged better, but I wanted to drink. So sadness, I'm going where you can't follow me, and I'm only taking what I can carry. A billfold from Berlin, no harp's tuning key, a spare change of clothes and some photo ID, a few kisses stolen, and a sycamore tree. This time I'll keep on the good memories. I'll make me a study of smiles slow spun, and I'll earn my degree in happiness. Hard one.
Yeah. Yeah.
I think I got time for two more. Let's see. I'm gonna do the Hinner House. Hinner House is a German word, and it means behind house. And I'm going to do the abbreviated story because we don't have a ton of time, but I've been thinking a lot as we're all cocooned in our homes about all these secret worlds and lives that are happening when you walk down the street and you pass all these doors. And I've always kind of liked that as a metaphor for the secret private parts of ourselves that we all have that are sometimes quite different than the face we show the outside world. So this is the Hinterhouse. Her house behind your house, a floor beneath the floorboards with planks of spruce, sanded smooth and cut to fit the corners. And no one would have noticed, no one could have guessed that every time they'd come around, they'd been your courtyard guest. When was it that you forgot who you were and were not? How to feel as you looked out on all that suffering and pain, so exquisite, so mundane, saw the trigger of a gun curled like a question mark. I know what it is to be half transformed, still burdened with the evidence of what you were before. But all this forgetting, tell me how it's done. Tell me where you keep the memory of somebody you've loved. There's a house behind this house, curtains upon Thank you so much. JJ, we're kind of right up on we got like 2 minutes. I'm not sure. I probably have like a 3-minute, 30-second song. Is that okay?
We're not that strict. We're trying to.
Okay, great, cool. I'm gonna leave you guys with this one then. Thank you so much. This is called Borrowed or Begged.
Woo!
And I'm just gonna quickly touch up these strings. It's a traveling song for when we can all travel again. Well, I got these blackened traveler's feet, and I got this broken train stop sleep. I got miles unfurled in front of me before I reach my own country. I can't count the places I laid my head. Seems most of them are about a bed, and it may have cost a move of my own, but I know the difference between a house and a home. Oh, I dreamed that I was fast asleep with a pup on either side of me, and a gray cat stretched out at my feet in a lover's bed in North Philly. I can't count the places I laid my head. Seems most of them were about a bed, and it may have cost a foot of my own, but I know the difference between a house and a home. So I'm riding in this foreign car, sucking fruit I don't know the name of, and this I would give you my love, something sweet and strange upon your tongue. I can't count the places I laid my head. Seems most of them were about a bed, and it may have cost a foot of my own, but I know the difference between a house and a home. House and a home.
Yay!
Thank you much.
Awesome.
Thank you, everyone. Thank you again, Gillian. Last time one of these concerts happened was a few weeks ago, And right around this time, everyone's phones started going off with alerts about a curfew. It was a pretty intense season. But part of the reason it was a pretty intense season, of course, is because it's been a pretty intense life / many generations for some folks in our country. And it's been an intense world, continues to be so. The next morning, I went out and helped with the cleanup on 52nd Street, or the morning after, and was amazed to see, not amazed, but delighted, overjoyed, moved to see people pouring out of the woodworks to help rebuild things that they hadn't broken. And there's a lot of things in our society that are broken that might have been broken generations ago, that might continue to be broken by systems that we might not have built. But it's our opportunity and our responsibility to help fix them. Can't do it ourselves, but together we can work on it, the same way that all those people came out to help clean up on 52nd Street. And the thing that has been inspiring to me is seeing, since then, what has happened the last couple of weeks, people continuing to come out and people continuing to find different ways to advocate for a more just world, whether it be in the streets, hopefully safely in a time of pandemic, and through many different venues of advocacy as our city talks about its budget cycle in this moment. Through elections, we had Rick Kajewski joining us at that last one, and he just declared victory as our new state senator, so that's pretty awesome. Opportunities to build new things. So I'm gonna send you off now into our breakout rooms. This is the part in between sets where if you were here in the living room, you would have 10 minutes for food and drink and bathrooms and meeting some neighbors along the way. And I hope we'll have the same opportunity here to take a couple minutes and connect to people who, all of us in our own ways, are trying to build this world together. And that's your suggested topic of conversation as I open up these breakout rooms, is to find out how each other you are building this world together. And we'll reconvene in 10 minutes to have our next set by Spirit McIntyre. And in the meanwhile, I'm gonna stop talking for a second and let you guys talk. Thanks again for being here. As everyone's trickling back in, I put these links in the chat, but if you enjoyed the last set, Gillian Grassie is who you were listening to. I will send these all in an email to everyone who RSVP'd also, along with all the links for all the social things. Again, with the hard habit to break. We've got 18 more seconds until everyone's back from the breakout rooms. Folks in the living room are apparently having a good conversation. None of them are leaving that space. And here we are. All right. Just about. Welcome back, everyone. Thank you for joining us this evening. As has already been pointed out, I'm not always good at living up to my intentions, one of them being not to say which I've already done many times. I'm also trying to practice getting unnecessarily gendered language out of my my vocabulary, and I've already said guys a couple times. That's a hard one for me to break. But when we set intentions, it's an opportunity to then notice what our choices are, and the automatic ones, and then what are the ones where we can start to shift our behaviors. One of the other, like there, I just dodged an one of my intentions for this series is to send the artists home with a pile of cash. So I want to send an extra thank you to those of you who were able to contribute along the way. I promised them each $200 at least. And I think last I checked the contributions, we were pretty close to being able to hit that. I will pay them that no matter what. So it's just you guys chipping in keeps me from going in the red deep in my pocket there. If more contributions come in, I will pass them along to the artists. So, and I'll also, again, share all of their Venmo links and remind you that, again, in terms of those automatic choices that we don't think about, listening to music for free on the internet via Spotify or whatnot is great and super convenient, but also doesn't do a lot to support artists and help manifest their culture that we want to see in the world. So that's where actually going and buying their records, buying their merchandise, gives them more of your attention and more of your resource, and therefore helps manifest the world we want to see there. Same thing with a like on a social media is a little bit, but also getting on their mailing list or sharing their website directly with people. Those are the parts of the internet that they control more directly, and which is, again, where I'll share those links in the chat for the artists, for Gillian you've already heard, and for Spirit and Vessna as they come up. So again, thank you for that intentionality, for your attention and presence being here. So without further ado, I'm going to, thank you. It's true, I'm self-conscious about the ums. I'm self-conscious about the ums because I took the video of the first concert and edited it to put online and listened to how many times I said which when you're doing the video editing is really painful. So now we are here to have 3 fabulous sets of music. We got one down. Our next up is Spirit McIntyre, a dear former Philly resident who is now in the fair lands of New Orleans. I'm gonna suggest that we all unmute ourselves for a second to give them a big round of applause. Welcome. Thank you, Spirit. I'm gonna find I lost you.
Everyone.
How do I, there we go. Spotlight, there's Spirit, awesome. Okay, I'm gonna mute everyone else, then unmute Spirit and let you do the thing. Thank you so much for being here.
Thank you.
Wait, Spirit, we need you to unmute yourself, I think.
Oh, got you. Thanks. Thank you for inviting me, JJ. Thank you for being here, audience members, and supporting house concerts. And so I'm realizing that this week, Jennifer, it's so real, like who cares about the ums? And JJ is so right. If you've ever recorded yourself doing something and there's a word you repeat repeatedly and you didn't know you did it, record yourself doing something and you will learn something about yourself. And sometimes it's really like, so I'm right there with you, JJ. But you know, this week I've personally been a part of several protests, personal protests, and speaking at rallies. So my voice, I spoke at a rally earlier today, so my voice is a little hoarse. So I'm gonna see what that means in terms of singing, and we're gonna see what it means together. And I'm gonna be really gentle with myself and my voice, because, you know, that's what needs to happen. And I was speaking on behalf of sanitation workers who are here in New Orleans and are striking, and are all Black men from New Orleans, and are fighting for PPE, hazard pay, getting their raising their, they get paid $10.50 an hour, and they're trying to they want to raise that to $15. And so I was speaking on behalf of them and speaking on their behalf, and also linking their struggle to the struggle of Black trans folks. And so we'll see what comes out today. I want to start with this song called Somebody Call My Name. And I wrote it in response to Sandra Bland many years ago. And it still is so relevant in ways that are just like heartbreaking. If I die, 'cause I can't breathe. If I die with no reprieve. If I die, 'cause I can't grieve. Somebody call my name. Somebody call my name. Somebody call my name. Somebody call my when I'm old and gray, if I die in a suspicious way, if I die with nothing to say, somebody call my name. Somebody call my name. Somebody call my name. Somebody call my name. If I die by human hands, if I die 'cause they stole my land, if I die 'cause no more this I can stand, somebody call my name. Somebody call my name. Somebody call my name. Somebody call my name. If I die and nobody knows, if I die with a roaming soul, if I die 'cause the bell has tolled, somebody call my name. Somebody call my name. Somebody call my name. Somebody call my name. Somebody pour my drain. Somebody sing my song. Somebody clean my house. And somebody tell my spouse. Somebody tell my kids. Somebody sing my favorite song, and somebody say a prayer. Somebody call my name. Somebody call my name. Somebody call my name. Call my name. Call my name. Call my name. It's so important that we remember the dead, that we celebrate the dead, that we celebrate our ancestors, that we call them by their names. And I also like to say transcestors, because there's so many transcestors, that is transgender folks who are ancestors, and calling their names. So important, calling their names, Tony McDade. Yeah. Where do I want to go from here? Okay, I'm gonna sing this song called Passover. easy about being heavy, 'cause the heavy won't last always. So easy about being heavy. This here too shall pass. The heavy, gonna pass over, pass. Oh, the heavy, gonna pass over, pass. Oh, the heavy, gonna pass over, pass. Over, over. So I'm easy about being heavy, 'cause the heavy is just passing through. So I'm easy about being heavy. This here too shall pass. The heavy gonna pass over, pass. Oh, the heavy gonna pass over, pass. Oh, the heavy gonna pass over, pass. Over, over. I watch it pass over, 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 watch it pass over, watch it pass, watch it pass over, watch it pass over, watch it pass, watch it pass over, over, over. Over, 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 over.
Yeah.
That song today is just like an affirmation to myself because, well, you may not know. Many of you don't know, right? In this lifetime, you do not know what it is to be Black. And not the being Black part, because being Black is amazing. Black people are amazing. It's the oppression of this system of white mediocrity. Some people call it supremacy, but it's mediocre in every single way. And it is, it is a whole, fill in all the expletives. And so I encourage you, and I need you to examine the ways that you benefit from this system as it is right now. Examine the ways that you benefit. Examine the ways that you perpetuate violence, small and large ways. Examine it, examine it, examine it, examine it, because somebody's life depends on it. I'm gonna play this song called Conjurer. And I'm gonna sing this one out to, I dedicate this to Black trans people and Black gender nonconforming people and Black non-binary intersex two-spirit people. And I also, yeah, that's who I'm going to dedicate it to in this right now moment. And while I'm singing this song, thank you, Erica. While I'm singing this song, I want you to conjure for the safety, the wellness, the abundance, the sacredness of Black, trans, and gender nonconforming and non-binary intersex two-spirit folks. I want y'all, while I'm doing this song, like act like what you think about can be multiplied by the vibrations of this song and conjure for us deep and profound safety. Do y'all know what happened in Philadelphia earlier this week? Do you know that they brought a Black trans woman's body out of the river in a suitcase? So when I say I need y'all to conjure, conjure like it matters, because it does, for the safety of Black, trans, and gender nonconforming people, okay? Because some of my siblings are under attack. It's called Conjurer. Practiced magic and I've watched it work. It has been decided that I am a conjurer, a conjurer. Protection goes before me. Protection is all around. Protection stands beside me, for I am sacred ground. I speak good things into being. Abundance all around. Happiness and joy rain down, 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 down. So I hope you're conjuring. I hope you're conjuring for my beautiful people. I hope you are. I have practiced magic and I've watched it work. It has been decided that I am a conjurer, a conjurer. Protection goes before me. Protection is all around me. Protection stands beside me, for I am sacred ground. I speak good things into being. Abundance all around. Happiness and joy rain down, down. Happiness and joy rain down, down, down. Happiness and joy rain down. May it rain. May it rain. May it rain down on you. May it rain down on me. May it rain down on we. May it rain down on you. May it rain down on me. May it rain. May it rain. May it rain. May it rain. May it rain down on you. May it rain down on me. May it rain. Happiness and joy rain down, down. Happiness and joy rain down. Happiness and joy rain. May rain, may rain, may rain, may rain, may rain, may rain. May rain down on my black trans people. May rain down on my black gender non-conforming people. May rain down on my black intersex people. May rain down on my black two-spirit people. Happiness and joy rain down, down. Happiness and joy rain down. Happiness and joy rain down. Happiness and joy rain down, down, down.
Yeah.
So this song is called In the Sweet. And imagine that somebody's asking you how you want it. Yeah. And so I trust that you all were conjuring with me on the last song. And conjuring, for those of you that don't conjure, it's just like creating, calling something forth, speaking things as though they were, right? Speaking things that aren't as though they were, right? May all trans people be safe and healthy and whole. May all Black trans people be safe, healthy, and whole, right? Speaking it into existence. And so here's another song that you can do that with. And this song is about sweetness. And so imagine for me and for my siblings, imagine sweetness for us. Imagine sweetness for us that we don't have to work for. We don't have to do emotional, spiritual, energetic, mental, physical, sexual labor for. It's just sweetness that just comes our way just because. Imagine that for the same group of people on this song with the sweetness, right? Y'all know about sweetness. Script it on this song. Send it out, right? Send out the sweetest things that you can think about for my beloved community, like our lives matter and like we depend on it because we do, right? And our thoughts change things. So think on that during this song. How do you want it sweet? How do you need it sweet? How shall you have it sweet, sweet on me? Spirit says, you can have it how you want it. And I believe her, 'cause she's so pure. And I say, oh, this is how I really want it. I wanna drown in the sweet rain. Just fall sweet on me, love. Just fall sweet on me, joy. Oh, just fall sweet on me. Oh, how do you want it sweet? How do you need it sweet? How shall you have it sweet, sweet on me? Spirit says, oh, that you can have it how you want it. And I believe her, 'cause she's just so pure. And I say, oh, this is how I truly want it. I wanna drown in the sweet rain. Are you imagining sweetness for my people? Mm-hmm. Are you imagining sweetness for my people? You can say yes in the chat box. Mm-hmm. Cause I wanna drown in the sweet. I wanna drown in the sweet. I wanna drown in the sweet. Yeah, 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 yeah. Oh. Yeah, 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 yeah. Oh my, wow. Yeah, 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 yeah. Oh. Yeah, 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 yeah. Oh my, wow. Which means, yeah, yeah, it means mother. And so I'm talking about Oshun. Oshun is the sweet deity who's a mom, a mother figure in Yoruba traditions, in Ifa, in Candomblé, and Santeria, and she brings the sweetness. So when you say, yeah, 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 oh, it's calling that sweet mother, right? And then I say, oh my wa, to come by here, to come be with me right here, to be right here, to be right here, because I need her. Oh, yeah, 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 oh. Yeah, 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 oh my wa. Yeah, 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 yeah. Yeah, 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 yeah. In the sweet, in the sweet, in the sweet, in the sweet. I wanna drown in the sweet. I wanna drown in the sweet, sweet on. Sweet on me.
Sweet.
So sweet.
I appreciate the person in the chat that's really honoring the realness of what I'm speaking of. Thank you so much, because it is my existence, right? It is the nuance. It is the intersections. It is I'm at the crossroads of all the intersections that I manage daily. And I show up for other people, right? I'm showing up for you, right? And all these intersections are happening to me and upon me, right? And I'm showing up as best I can, and I have to speak on it, because I don't need to be silent about it, right? JJ, what's my time look like?
We've got time for maybe one or two more. I think we're trying to keep slightly shorter sets, but we also started a little later, so give us what you got.
Awesome. So I'm gonna then end on this song. And this is a song that is probably, I know it's familiar to a handful of you. And yeah, it's a perfect song for this right now time. It's a freedom song. And I imagine just freedom. The freedom that just allows you to be. A friend of mine, a beautiful friend of mine, Jay Celestial, a Black trans advocate here in New Orleans, was talking about, and I don't think I've cursed since I've been on here, but no time like the present. So he said, fuck the police, right? And when he was talking about fuck the police, he was talking about fuck the actual police, right? Who came out of slave catchers. If you didn't know, now you know. Police came out of slave catchers and out of the Ku Klux Klan. And so he was saying, fuck those police, right? And also fuck the policing that happens between people, right? Fuck the ways in which we police other people's language or expression. Fuck the ways that we show up in relationships one-on-one and then tone police. Oh, you sound so angry. Or, oh, like, you know, speak up, you're not being loud enough, or these ways that we police ourselves and our thoughts, and maybe I shouldn't, maybe I should take up less space, or that person's taking up too much space. Fuck all of that policing that gets in the way of us being able to show up and show out fully as we are, honestly. And so this song is like in alignment with that, in the ways that's like, maybe we can stop policing ourselves and our expression, right? Stop policing our innermost thoughts and allow ourselves to just be. And then watching how that, what's the word? It's like when a caterpillar goes into a cocoon, right? Watching the ways that if we stop policing ourselves and our bodies, then maybe we'll stop policing other people's selves and their bodies. Oh my gosh, you know, yes, metamorphosis, yes, transformation, right? All of that. So this kind of freedom is the kind that I'm singing about right now. That's like, fuck all the policing, right? And I hope you're not more offended by the word fuck than you are about the policing, right? Because that policing that we do to ourselves and that we do to others, ooh, it's a killer. So that kind of freedom. I want someone to sing me a freedom song. Oh, I want someone to sing me a freedom song. Oh, I want someone to sing me a freedom song all day and all night long. Freedom, freedom, freedom. I'm so glad I could be singing your song, Alicia. I'm so glad I could be singing your song, Candace. Oh, I want someone to sing me a power song. Oh, I want someone to sing me a power song. Oh, I want someone to sing me a power song. Yeah, Tara B. All day and all night long. For power, power, power. Oh, I want someone to sing me a healing song. Oh, I want someone to sing me a healing song. Yeah, yeah, you're welcome, Laura. I want someone to sing me a healing song all day and all night long, even when I sleep. Healing, healing, healing. Oh, I want someone to sing me a love song. Oh, I want someone to sing me a love song. Oh, I want someone to sing me a love song all day and all night long.
Oh, I want someone to sing me a freedom song. Oh, I want someone to sing me a freedom song all day and all night long. Freedom, freedom, freedom all day and all night long. Freedom, freedom all day and all night long. Freedom, freedom, freedom.
Woo! Yeah!
Yeah.
Woo! Yeah!
Amen, amen.
Such beauty.
Holding space for you. Thank you, JJ, for the invitation.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much for sharing a gift. One of these times of disruption are opportunities for change and opportunities for new ways and new things. And what a gift that we can have you teleport to our living rooms through this contraption, that we can be here together and have the gift of your music in our worlds. So thank you, thank you, thank you. I'll put this in the chat. I already put it in the chat. I'll send it in the email, but you were just listening to Spirit McIntyre from New Orleans. And we will now take another slightly less than 10-minute break. So I'm going to send you off to the breakout rooms and summon you back. Suggest you follow the threads of the conversation from the last one. You might make a new friend. This is also an opportunity to start thinking about what community connections there might be in this group of 50 beautiful humans. I know at least one person here might be looking for housing. One person here might be looking for a job opportunity. One person here might have some time to give. There's some conversations to be had. Go. All right, I think everyone's back. Welcome back, friends. It's nice to see you again. I know at least one person might have gotten stuck in a breakout room all on their own. I apologize. I'm still learning how to scale these things appropriately when some people go to them and some don't. All right.
You're doing a great job, JJ.
Thank you, Spirit. I plugged Spirit's links into the chat. I will send them out again in an email. And up next, we have Vessna Scheff. Vessna, I think, is going to be projecting some visuals for us, but I'm also going to extra direct you to their website to see some of their visual artwork as well, because it's gorgeous, gorgeous. If you were here in real life, in physical space, in this living room when they last played here, Vessna passed around some prints during one of the songs, and we got to admire this visual component of her artwork up close, which was particularly gorgeous. Unmute everyone for 1 second to give a big West Bay and all over the world round of applause to welcome Vessna, and then we'll remute ourselves.
Yeah!
And let me unmute.
You can hear me? Walk with me, my darling. Dance with me while we see some moon. In the dark, my darling. Stand by me and I'll be strong. Dream of places never been. Think of things we never planned. Leave the parts and hold the inside. Dream of places I've been. Think of things we never did. Leave the parts and hold the inside. So I'm not sure how many people have heard of Vessna Scheff. She was a member of the Black Liberation Army and an advocate for human rights, which includes the rights of people of color. And in her beautifully written autobiography, she tells the story of when she was a little girl. She goes up to the boardwalk with her mom. She sees all the rides and is super excited to just go on the rides and have a fun day, eating all the food, seeing people, hanging out, having a good time. So her and her mom walk up to the entrance where there are guards, and they're told that they cannot get in because they're Black. So they step away and think to themselves for a few moments, and all of a sudden Sada's mom has an idea. And she marches back up, super confidently up to the guards. She starts speaking in sounds that Sada has never heard her speak before. And all of a sudden the guards say, yes, of course, yes, you can come in, please enjoy your day, have a great time. And so they do. And Sada gets to go on all the rides and eat all the food and see people. And later that day, she asked her mom what it was that she said to the guards. And her mom told her that she was speaking in Spanish and said that they had rights as foreign citizens in the United States to access the border, even though they are Black Americans. And I feel like this story just speaks to the power of people of color to carve out spaces of freedom despite oppression, and to find celebration within all of it.
Awesome. Vessna. One comment from the chat was Gillian was commenting that maybe your original sound option had gotten turned back off if you have that option, because we're sounding a little bit artifacted on the ukulele, but the voice is coming through real nice.
Voice is good, ukulele is not so good.
That's right. I mean, it's
Okay.
good, but it's a little bit underwater sounding.
Okay, and I just move this whole thing forward. Let's see if this works a little bit better. Okay. So what I was saying earlier, I just started crying in the middle of that song earlier and went on. I don't know if anyone saw that. But I was saying that just I really appreciate Spirit and so many people who, like, just the amount of emotional strength that it takes to talk about these things, especially while you are experiencing them, is so high. And just to acknowledge that all the ways in which that comes out is beautiful, and needs to be listened to and heard. So I like cry all the time when I do that performance. I was able to do the first one without you all hearing, so you didn't get to experience that part of it. But just the amount of emotional labor that goes into putting together all these thoughts and communicating them. Yeah, it's just worth acknowledging and having appreciation for, that people are working really hard to bring these ideas out. Okay. So this is the autobiography that I was talking about. I'm not sure, I don't think you can see it. It's Asada Shakur's autobiography, but it's a really beautifully written story, and I highly recommend you read it. Just like the river flows, you'll pass by, carving canyons in the rocks of my sounds and my tone, into the wood of my bones, leaving echoes of your soul, leaving echoes of your soul in mine, leaving echoes of your soul, leaving echoes of your soul in mine. Each walk on paths, but I'm so glad yours, love is mine. 'Cause we gotta go where the wind blows to pick up the pieces of our minds. I like how you tell me, I like how you show me, I like how you tell me your time, but we gotta go where the wind blows, and I'm so glad yours, always mine. school. Even that was every school. Thank you. Make it? Like through? We made it through the song all together?
We're here with you. You were here with us.
Okay.
It's great.
I'm nervous now. So I wanted to share the stories that I connected to as I got older. I grew up in a predominantly white city. The population was less than 2% Black. And I found that the stories that explained the history of my family and why we experience the world in which way we do, and in the ways in which we do, was not explained to me through what I learned in school. And so the books that I'm sharing are the books that have taught me my true history and my true heroes, as Sada says. And that is the history that has made sense to me. So I'm sharing it with you just as a means of knowing that this is the history that makes sense to someone who looks like me and to other people. This is a history that explains a lot of things that aren't explained in my experience. So I have Angela Davis's autobiography also. I really enjoy reading autobiographies because hearing stories directly from people, I feel like, is a very powerful way to know someone's story or to get to know someone's story. And it's written in their words in a way that they felt comfortable sharing them with other people, in a way that communicated the emotionality and the experiences as they are felt by people. So that's what I really love about autobiographies. So Angela Davis's autobiography is another one that I love and recommend to read. So I'm going to do another song. This one is called Nodding. I may be joined by a puppy. When you first walked in, looking kind of slim and hunched over. Head bent down, staring at the ground, nodding, nodding, nodding to their feet. When you first walked in, looking kind of slim and hunched over. Head bent down, staring at the ground, nodding, nodding, nodding to their feet. Then your eyes you tapping down in that line. You caught my eye, you caught my eye. God was right, Lord. God was right, God was right. See, I'm trying to be right. Sipping on some like a biscuit to me. And I ain't trying to be no recipe. 'Cause I know love don't come with a guarantee. I can promise you that it will be true. Everything is going to love. But I can promise you that it will be true. Everything is going to love. the way you make that beat makes a move inside of me, and I can't help but to think of you. Just the way you looked at me, my knees starting to weaken. The words you chose to speak, my heartbeat and your voice on my mind, my mind. You're always on my mind, you're always on my just the way you look at me makes a move inside me, and I can't help but to think of you. Just the way you looked at me, my knees started to weak. You just to speak about my heartbeat and your ways on mine. You're always on my mind. You're always on my mind.
Mm.
Thanks so much. The next autobiography, I told the teacher when I do this. I have taught, so it feels similar. But this autobiography is really, really beautiful. It's called Coming of Age in Mississippi, and it's the story of Anne Moody. And it talks about her growing up and her radicalization, and just coming to understand what it means to have lived her experience. So yeah, I really recommend this one. It's a very tender read. That's Anne Moody. This next song that I'm going to do is the first song that I wrote a beat to, and it was when I landed on the East Coast. I had been traveling before that with an emotionally abusive partner, and decided to leave with the support of a lot of friends and family, and landed in New Jersey with my aunt and uncle. And I wrote this song called Good by Me, which is about doing what's best for you, even when it's really hard to do that. And in this case, when there are multiple forms of oppression going on within a relationship. So this song is called Good by Me. You asked me to be with you. You're not know you've been hurt, but you're burning. So I gotta do the fun. I gotta do the fun. I gotta do the fun. Know you've been hurt, but you're burning me. Know you've been hurt, but you're burning me. I know you've been hurt, but you're burning me. Know you've been hurt, you're burning me. I don't wanna play this game. 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 Know you've been hurt, but you're hurting me. Know you've been hurt, but you're burning me. I know you've been hurt, but you're hurting me. Know you've been burned, you've been burned, you've been burned. Know you've been hurt, but you're hurting me. Know you've been hurt, but you're burning me. I know you've been hurt, but you're hurting me. Know you've been burned, you've been burned, you've been burned.
Incredible.
Gorgeous.
Very.
Thank you so much. Yeah, whenever I play that song, it feels like I get to just like release into the moments of choice where I had to choose what was best for me. And when people applaud afterwards, it's just an affirmation of that. So thank you for that affirmation. The next book that I have is Maya Angelou's I Know How to Teach Bird Sings, which is the first of 4, I think it is, in her autobiographical series. And the way that she writes communicates the situation and a feeling all at once. And it's like it's just incredible. Like one line will take you all of where you need to go and lead you to where you are going to be. So this is really tenderly written also. So I recommend reading this book. I'm going to do one more song. Is that good? Great. Okay. This one is a sing-along. I mean, all of them are sing-alongs if you know them, but this one is one that you may know more than the others. And yeah, here we go. You're just too good to be true. Oh, can't take my eyes off of you. Oh, you'd be like heaven to touch. Oh, I wanna hold you so much. Oh, I don't want messed up as a ride. Oh, I thank God I'm alive. just too good to be true. Oh, take my eyes off you. I can't hear you, but I know you're there. Part of the way that I stare. Oh, there's nothing else to compare. Oh, the sight of you leaves me. Oh, there are no words left to speak. Oh, but if you feel like I feel, oh, please let me know that it's real. Oh, so you're just too good to be true. Oh, take my eyes off of you. 'Cause I love you, baby. That's why I know I need you. It's one of the lonely nights I love you. Trust me, trust me. Oh, baby, baby. Let me run, baby. How you say you're just too good to be true. Oh, can't take my eyes off you. Oh, you'd be like heaven to touch. Oh, I just wanna watch so much. Oh, as long as love is right. Oh, I think I'm right. Oh, you're just too good to be true. Oh, I can't take my eyes off. 'Cause I love you, baby. That's why I know I need you. For the lonely nights trust me, trust me. Oh, baby, let me I found you safe. Love you. Let me love you. Can't take my eyes sometimes. Can't take my eyes sometimes. Can't take my eyes sometimes. Maybe you should let me love you. Just can't take my eyes off of you.
Thank you, Vessna. Thank you, Vessna. Thank you. Thank you, Vessna. Thank you, Spirit. Thank you, Gillian. Thank you all for being here. What a treat it has been. What a gift to share space and listening and sound across distance with all of you. We're heading into we're already a little over time, but we're going to head into the last home stretch where if you would like, you'll be assigned to 3 breakout rooms, one with each of the artists. It's a little randomly assigned, but if you want to talk to one of the other ones, let me know and I can shuffle you around. I hope that this experience of listening will just recharge you, give you inspiration as you move off into the world. I'll send a follow-up email with links to all the artists and some of the next stuff. So I'm starting those rooms now. For those of you who want to stick around and chat, if one of the rooms gets small, we can then merge them for those who want to stick around and chat some more. And for those who must go, I'm seeing some farewells already. Farewell, thank you again for being here.